Hey guys, welcome back to Hot Rods and Honeydews. On today's adventure, we're doing some more of the honeydews. My wife bought a few tomato plants the other day. We don't typically put out a garden. Um, we are overrun with deer and squirrel and groundhogs and possums. And, the wildlife runneth over, and we love that. But the downfall is it's difficult to put anything out. They eat everything, hostas, flowers. So I'm going to make her a raised planter box. Just cheap one that I found online. I don't know if you guys ever gone to AnnaWhite.com. It's ANAWHITE.com. She's amazing. She has amazing plans, free plans to download on her website. So today we're going to do this $20 raised planter box, cedar sided. Very simple. It's going to be, and this is the list of materials. I ran down to Lowe's and got the least crooked and least split boards I could find. So it's 4 of the 5.5 inch cedar fence planks. I actually got white pine because the cedar there at Lowe's sitting outside it, so many of them were split. It was crowded. I think every retired person on the planet was there today, and I just didn't feel like digging through the pile to get 4 decent cedar planks when white pine was right there beside of them, and it's like $1 cheaper per plank. One semi-straight 2x2 and one 1x2 furring strip. And I'm going to go through, and I got a hang of, 1.5 inch exterior wood screws. And I mean, her plans, they show you dimensions, shopping list, cut list. I mean, I am not a carpenter by any measure at all, but I can follow instructions. You give me a decent set of instructions, I can build it. It might not be the best, but it's going to function. I've got some potting soil and stuff, so we're gonna build this box, and then it's going to live on the back porch down there at the house. We've never seen deer up on the back porch. Now, hopefully we can, the tomato plants will survive. But that's going to be today's honeydew project. We're going to do a little planter box. I've got my little workstation set up, got my table, got my miter saw outside. Went and bought me some air circulation at Harbor Freight earlier. They had these on sale. I think it's $20 off. Got that fan for like $59. And moves enough air to cool me off. Another thing about the shop, I need to get into the shop build with you guys, but this is west. The sun is up here hitting this side of my building. And this is, we're two-tone. We're black on the bottom, dark gray on top. This side of the shop, and I'm not exaggerating, from here over 10 to 15 degrees hotter than it is on that side of the shop. You can't touch this metal. Like, it's hot. It is really hot. And is it soaking through? Yeah, the stud's even a little on the hot side. So I wasn't going to insulate this shop, but I think I'm going to do this west facing wall, and probably from this garage door over this wall, this would be the south facing wall. I'll probably, which I guess south is kind of this way. So this is like the sun rises here and goes straight overhead and it sets over here. So I'm going to probably get some 4x8 foam boards, kind of do these 2 walls. At least, the foam boards I think are 8 feet, 4x8. I'll at least go 8 feet up with them, see if that helps. But It's hot in here, and maybe add a couple big industrial ceiling fans in here. I don't know. We'll see how we can manage this summer heat. This thing was just built a couple months ago. You know, I knew I was going to have to modify it as we go, but it's hot in here. It is hot. But let's get to making some cutting. I'm gonna set the camera up and I'm gonna try a time lapse. I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna try a time lapse. I've never done one. We'll see how it goes. All right. Watch and being entertained by how bad I am at woodworking. Okay, guys. Box is done. Check this beauty out. Little planter for the wife. I made this in 35 minutes, give or take. I'm not going to hit it with a sander on the edges, kind of round them off a little bit. Take it down to the porch, rub a little stain on it. I'll show you the finished product here in a little bit. All right, guys, we're back with our little honeydew project we're getting done, wrapped up with. The wife has already got some plants planted, putting some water, some H2O in the dirt. And I will show you the finished product now. There it is. I threw some, 10 or 15-year-old stain on it. Laid down some fabric, and we just got this cheap roll of fabric you can get at Lowe's. It's not very thick, so I kind of doubled and tripled it up. But some fabric in the bottom. Laid some good old Miracle-Gro potting mix in there for, I think she's going to plant some cucumbers in there. See if we can get some cucumbers growing. But we got some tomato plants going. We got some tomato cages that go around those when they get a little taller. But that's my little planter, my little honeydew project for the day. Honestly, it took me less than an hour to build it and maybe a half hour to put some stain on it. So you're looking at an hour and a half project, fellas. Build your lady something cute for the back porch. It pays off in dividends. I'm getting half runners and steak and corn on the cob tonight for dinner for my reward. So it always pays off in the end. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. We'll have more honeydews and probably some more hot rod content coming up. Some projects on the garage coming up soon. Got to cool that thing off. It is hot in there in the afternoons. But y'all have a good one, and we'll see you later.